Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to strange things only Americans do. I feel like I could do a reaction to this type of thing. I've probably done like five or six reactions at this point, but I always see new things that I've never seen mentioned before. And this is a really old video, I think. I think this is from five years ago, so quite old. But yeah, strange things only Americans do. We're going to see what is mentioned in this video. Hopefully going to enjoy. And yeah, let's check this out.
Living here in the good old US of A is certainly an experience many people would like to enjoy. However, even just coming here for a short period of time, you might quickly notice that we do things just a little bit differently. From common complaints of other countries about American tourists to respecting...
This isn't even in the US, is it? This looks like it's, I mean, it's literally France flags. Why is it showing this?
About American tourists to respecting the Second Amendment. Here are strange things only Americans do.
American Eye. God, this is a very American themed. I mean, obviously the video is about Americans, right? But the actual start of the video is so Americanized. I love it. I love it.
Number 16. Strict alcohol
16?
laws.
We've got 16 lists, 16 things. Okay, 16 lists. This is going to be a lot of things mentioned then.
America is a land of the free indeed, but can you fight a war and still grab a beer? The US is regarded as the strictest Western country in regards to alcohol and is one of only a few countries to restrict the legal drinking age to 21. In most European countries, you just have to be tall enough to look over the counter. Other countries with 21 as their legal age include Chile and Egypt, and that's about it. Some countries in the Middle East have completely banned...
I thought Egypt would be banned as well. I mean, isn't Egypt a Muslim country? Oh, that's confused me, but fair enough.
Alcohol, but as far as Western standards are concerned, it's basically just us. In countries like Belgium, the legal drinking age is 15 with a guardian. We're sure in Chile, it's not hard to get a drink if you got the dinero. Some liquor stores in the US ban all sales of alcohol on Sundays, including Mississippi, Tennessee, and Kansas. Number 15. Speedos. You might think you look pretty cool in a pair of Speedos if you're a European supermodel, but not all Americans will appreciate, or at least the other guys.
Is Speedos a European thing? Wait, what? I can tell you for a fact I'm never wearing Speedos in my life.
At least. While by European standards, the Speedos are mainly worn as a measure to prevent spreading bacteria or other illnesses that get stuck on your clothes. Basically, they just feel as though the less clothing, the more sanitary. Topless bathing for women is unfortunately frowned upon at some beaches unless you're in designated areas of the city of Miami Beach.
What?
German government has released a warning to all of its citizens about undressing. Thanks a lot. Number 14. Supersize Me.
Okay.
A lot of people from other countries may begin to complain when they start to realize the amount of weight they put on from the food in the US. In most European countries, all the food is non-GMO, and even the fast food might be pretty much organic.
I don't think the McDonald's here is organic, for sure. I've been a McDonald's fiend the last few weeks, man. I've been eating it more than I've ever ate it before. But what I've noticed is the portion sizes are terrible. I used to think our portion sizes were good, but for large chips here, bro, the packaging, they'll half fill it. They take the piss. So I'm on the US side now. When I order my food, I want it to be the size that I'm ordering. Don't take the piss, but... Yep, the UK, I guess they're just lowering portion sizes if anything, which obviously is probably good in general, but that's not what I want when I eat my food.
The larger portions seem to be the culprit, and our food might just simply be cheaper in any case. America isn't really known for serving low-fat food, and most restaurants here go for quantity over quality. Hot dogs, hamburgers, french fries, deep dish pizzas, it can all be a little bit too much to resist. Number 13. Liquor and guns, double the fun.
Liquor and guns.
Tennessee might be a dry state on Sundays, but that still leaves us 6 days of the week available for double shots. Only in America can you enjoy a few smooth shots of Tennessee whiskey and then some shots of an automatic rifle, in public at least. Some bars only offer alcohol, which is just downright boring, and our founding fathers would want guns to be shot off while being intoxicated, right?
So, I'm confused, because the second one mentioned was how it's there's strict alcohol laws, but then this is being mentioned. I'm so confused. Is it gun ranges where people get a bit drunk before and then they just start shooting guns? Or am I just being stupid?
Double Shot seems to offer this one-of-a-kind service for proud Americans. What could possibly go wrong?
Wow.
Number
That is
12, the 20,000 calorie burger. Some people wonder why 1 out of 3 Americans are obese, and this might be a reason why. People might be a little bit confused what
Mad.
exactly American cuisine truly is, but this guy at the Heart Attack Grill in Las Vegas is holding on to an extreme example. Any cheeseburger that's stacked about as high as the Statue of Liberty deserves to be on this list. There's plenty of bacon and cheese, of course, and it's about as American as the Declaration of Independence. With about
Fair.
20,000 calories, this burger here can theoretically feed a normal person for about 10 days, but here in America, this is just an afternoon snack. You most likely
Okay, come on. What do you mean this is just a snack in America? Shut up, man. No one's having this as a snack. Bro, what are you talking about? I mean, I guess the thing is you'll probably find these insane sort of food challenge things in restaurants in the US a lot more like often than you'll find them in the UK. But you'll get like these food challenge places, I feel like, here. Not that I've looked, but I'm assuming you can get these crazy burgers in the UK as well.
won't see this in any other country but the good old USA.
I think. I don't actually know.
Number 11, big cars. Hey
Oh, yeah.
guys, don't forget, us Americans do enjoy using up oil too, and this truck you see in this image just has American written all over.
Can you legally drive on the roads a monster truck? Maybe not this big, but just a truck that's basically sort of similar, just a bit lower down. I guess you can legally drive them in the US. I don't know, but I'm assuming in the US you probably can because the roads are so much wider.
Over it. Countries around the world are amazed by our extremely large automobiles that can easily run over those puny little Japanese or German cars.
Is it Chevy?
85% of people old enough to drive actually have a license in this country. In many
Damn.
parts of the world where public transportation is more of a thing, fewer people will actually own cars. Americans
I'm
drove
included.
3.15 trillion miles in 2015, which is enough mileage to make a trip to Pluto 337 times and back. Number 10, Old Glory. Take a look
I
at
mean, multiple colours is just quite fun. Like, I don't know why, but I mean, pound, you have a £5 note which is green, £10 which is orange, £20 which is purple, £50 which is red, £100 is red as well. Wait, let me just fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna search it up. Is there? There is a £100 note. Oh no, is it 500? Am I just waffling? I think it only goes up to 50. I don't know. 50 is what I always see. I mean, that's the highest that I've seen. Sorry. But yeah, colours are just fun, man. But I mean, who at the end of the day, in 20 years' time, there probably won't even be cash anymore, like notes or anything. So enjoy it whilst it lasts, because that'll be gone soon.
Canada's money, for Need to be that cold all the time? American customers find it bizarre when the waiter puts very few ice cubes into the drink.
I think ice cubes are just as common here now, to be honest. I mean, you always get them as an option. You can say without ice, because you obviously get a bit more, but I feel like over time it's probably just became quite similar between the US and the UK now. I know this isn't also, by the way, focused on the UK. I'm just comparing it to my experiences. Like, this is compared to the rest of the world. But yeah, you get ice in drinks all the time.
That's because most places around the world don't feel as though watering down your drink is a cool way to go. You're no point in this man's life has he ever felt so American, yet so satisfied at the same time.
Has he just called them bullet angels? Bro, this guy is one, like, he's like a real American, bro. He's using all these terms that I've never heard. Bullet angels. What the fuck?
No, any other countries where something like this takes place? While looking for WMDs, this
I was thinking he was called, he's actually doing like a snow angel in bullets.
Sort of gave up and decided to do something that reminds him of winter while growing up as a kid. Not every place in the USA has snow during Christmas time, but those places might have plenty of ammunition. Result, Freedom Angel.
Is he like sort of being like, is he joking around? Because I feel like he's sort of taking me for a ride here. Like the bullet angels, the double shot place, like where you shoot guns and take shots. Is he like pulling my leg, or is this like all legit stuff? I mean, I assume this is a common thing, right? Maybe if you're in the army, you do this as like a sort of a welcome to the army. I'm joking. I know this wouldn't be a thing, but I'm confused because why is this in a video that things like of things that Americans do? Because probably like 1,000 Americans out of the 300 million that live there have done this. So I'm just confused.
Number 5, sales tax.
Sales tax.
Most of the time when you go around the world, you'll notice that sales tax is included to the price of the object when you're making the purchase, and that sales tax adds up quickly. In most states, it reaches about 6% or so, but in California, it gets as high as 8.25%. Only 5 states don't have to worry about it, including Oregon, Montana, Delaware, Alaska, and Vermont. Everywhere else you go, you gotta get ready to do some math if you want to know the exact price before checkout. Number 4, tripping on tipping. Another American pastime that not many other countries have quite understood. Tipping is giving your server or waitress an extra 15 or 20% of what the bill was. So say your check was $20 and you receive good or even mediocre service. They still expect you to give them a tip. There's no rule that says you have to tip every time, but if you don't, you might really tick off some people. Although you have to wonder, it almost seems
I swear you have to tip. It's like, it's not even just etiquette, it's just how it is. I guess that is what etiquette is, I guess, but like it's like an unwritten constitution. I know it's not, but like it's one of those things that you just do no matter what.
So Europeans might have it right this time. By expecting people to pay more from tipping, restaurant workers get paid lower wages by the owners and expect you to pay more for their salary. In any case, some restaurants might follow you out in the parking lot if you don't pay up, so watch out. Number 3, we're too loud. Parisians can tell which people are Americans on their metro system because they're usually the ones singing the national anthem after a long night of drinking wine. One of the most common complaints about us coming into other countries for vacation is our noise level, which has deemed us as being obnoxious.
To be fair, I think Brits abroad are the most hated tourists. As I grow up, I realise and I see things, Brits are hated in Europe, man. And I feel like, well, definitely out of Europe, but in Europe, Europeans hate Brits, man. Like, we're just despised. And that somewhat makes sense in terms of like, tourism, because Brits can be very loud and proud and singing all this stuff and making chants about things they probably shouldn't make chants about. I mean, the Euros is going on right now and the British fans they're just not liked because of the stuff they do.
Well, maybe you guys aren't loud enough. Any type of seed event tends to be when Americans act up the most, according to a complaint by a blogger on the HuffPost. They just basically hate us because they ain't us, right? Number 2, smiling too much. In other countries that might not be quite as happy, you'll notice that they aren't allowed to smile in some of their documents. You probably couldn't tell the difference between a mugshot and a passport photo. Take a trip to the country of Kazakhstan and smile like they usually do. People will think you're pretty creepy or mentally insane. People at Starbucks and at shopping centers are forced by their boss to smile all the time, and it leads foreigners to believe that we're kind of stuck up
That's
or
a
something.
scary smile.
Apparently, in some countries, smiling was done in order to show that you were superior and was reserved for members of the higher class. In some cultures, a girl smiling at them might be only done when she is interested in that person. That could be why so many random guys from other parts of the
Smiling does not mean you're interested. What's he on about? If she sees a girl smile at you, she fancies you. What?
world thought you were trying to get some kind of cultural experience. And number 1, feet, inches, and our system. The US is definitely the only country that refuses to measure things in kilometers, Celsius, and use a metric system.
I always see this meme. What is it like? What the fuck's a kilometer or whatever? I love this meme. What the fuck is a kilometer? Bro, I see this on Twitter all the time. I think when England played the US and they drew. I mean, the US didn't win. Don't get me wrong. They done well to get the draw, right? But they drew. And then there was just Americans all over Twitter, like in the comments, basically saying, what the fuck is a kilometer? Sort of like acting like they won. Obviously, it's all fun and games, but I think that's when I first saw it. But now I just see it all the time. Whenever the US have a game, like an international game, like with Copa America coming up and the US are hosting it, you're going to see that a lot, bro, for sure. But I do love the meme.
We refuse to utilize a global way of doing things and just kind of enjoy giving the middle finger to the rest of the world. Luckily, you can just bring out Google and see how it converts to your way of doing things. But oh, what's that? You don't have wireless internet on your phone when you're driving because you didn't get an American SIM card? Oh well, too bad. You better get ready to do some math and memorize some equations to figure it out. Have fun.
What the fuck?
Whoa, hold on guys. Don't go anywhere just yet. We got some trivia for you. Now it's time for a little segment we like to call Name That Ginger. Are you guys ready? If you can name these 3 American ginger actresses, we'll be...
Oh, that's... I know her face. I don't know who this is at all. I know her face. She's the one who was in Zombieland. She was in a film recently, a really famous film. I think quite a big film. No, actually, it wasn't recent. I watched it recently. What's it called? Oh, she was in Superbad. What's her name? Oh, I know her name. I don't know what she's called though. I don't have a clue. This is gonna annoy me, man. Is it Emma Stone?
feature you in an upcoming video. You have to be...
Well, we're not gonna go. You know what? I've got to see if I'm right or not. Yeah, I banged it, mate. Come on. This video made me laugh. I don't know why. This guy's... it's just different, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. Like, he seems very, proper America, you know? But he seemed very loud and all that sort of stuff, but yeah, it was a fun video to react to. I don't know why I was laughing so much. Maybe I'm just in a sort of laughy mood and I was just sort of... It just happened to be when I was reacting to this, but, Emma Stone, Bella Thorne. And I love your loudness, Americans, and keep smiling. Yeah, this guy was funny, man. But hopefully you enjoyed this reaction, and yeah, if you agree with this, let me know. If you don't, let me know. And until next time, like, subscribe, and peace.